When it comes to the Champions League, the stakes are incredibly high, and the upcoming match between Viktoria Plzeň and Rangers is no exception. This clash is not just another game, it's a pivotal moment for both teams, especially for Rangers, who have a history of struggles in Czechoslovakia and the Czech Republic. In fact, they have yet to secure a victory in any of their 7 previous encounters in this region, suffering 4 defeats and managing to score only 2 goals. Their most recent outing in the Czech Republic ended in a goalless draw against Sparta Prague in October 2023, leaving fans wondering if they can finally break this unfortunate trend. On the other hand, Viktoria Plzeň has only faced a Scottish team once at home, where they narrowly defeated Hearts 1-0 last year. However, replicating that scoreline against Rangers might not suffice in this crucial matchup. Match preview: Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers. Following last Tuesday's first leg in Glasgow, where Rangers dominated with a convincing 3-0 victory, they're almost in a position to start planning for the next round of the playoffs. Djeidi Gassama, who has been a standout performer, scored 2 goals in that match, adding to his impressive tally from the previous round against Panathinaikos. Cyril Dessers also contributed by converting a penalty just before halftime. The question now is, can the Scottish Giants finish the job in Czechia? Despite their European success, Rangers' new manager, Russell Martin, is under significant pressure. This is largely due to the team's disappointing start in the Premiership, where they have failed to win any of their first 2 matches for the first time in 36 years. After a lackluster 1-1 draw with Motherwell, they were held to another draw against Dundee, with James Tavernier salvaging a point with a late penalty. Dessers thought he had clinched a win, only for VAR to disallow the goal. Setting aside their domestic struggles, Rangers have shown remarkable form in Europe, and many expect them to secure their place in the Champions League playoff round, likely facing Club Brugge, who recently won their first leg against Salzburg. For Viktoria Plzeň, the first leg defeat in Glasgow was a tough pill to swallow, putting their hopes of a 5th Champions League appearance in jeopardy. However, they did show resilience in the second qualifying round, coming back from a 2-0 deficit to defeat Servette, thanks to goals from Karol Spachil, Matěj Vydra, and Rafiu Durasinmi. Yet, this was only the 6th time in 45 European matches that they managed to score 3 or more goals, which raises doubts about their ability to mount a comeback against Rangers. Will the 627 Rangers fans traveling to Stadion Mista Plzeň witness a comfortable evening for their team? Head-to-head record. Matches played: 1. Viktoria Plzeň wins. 0. Draws. 0. Rangers wins. Viktoria Plzeň team news. Similar to Rangers, Viktoria Plzeň faced disappointment in their last match, drawing 1-1 with Slovácko after conceding a last-minute equalizer. This result leaves them with just 5 points from 3 matches in the Czech First League. Coach Miroslav Kubek made 8 changes for that game, so it will be intriguing to see if he opts for a stronger lineup given the aggregate deficit. Adrian Zelkovic returns from suspension, but the absence of key playmaker Pavel Schulz, who was sold to Lyon, will be felt after his absence in the first leg. Predicted lineup for Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers: 3-4-1-2. Weigely, Markovic, Dway, Jamelka, Mimic, Cherv, Panoš, Zelkovic, Spachil, Vydra, Durasinmi. Player to watch: Matěj Vydra. Matěj Vydra has already netted 4 goals this season, including 1 during the comeback against Servette. Can he lead Viktoria Plzeň to an unforgettable turnaround? Rangers team news. Rangers have not started their 2 best players, James Tavernier and Nicholas Raskin, in their last 2 matches. Will manager Russell Martin make changes after the disappointing draw against Dundee? Oliver Antman made an impressive debut just a day after signing, and he is likely to retain his spot in the attack. Meanwhile, Felo Osgaard and Hamza Igamane are sidelined due to injuries. Emmanuel Fernandez is still waiting for his debut, and Mikey Moore's paperwork did not clear in time for him to participate. Predicted lineup for Rangers versus Viktoria Plzeň. 4-2-3-1. Butland, Tavernier, Giga, Sutar, Aarons, Rothwell, Raskin, Diamande, Antman, Gassama. Dessers. Player to watch, Djeidi Gassama. Djeidi Gassama has been on fire in the Champions League, scoring in all 3 matches so far, including a crucial brace in the first leg. Will he continue his scoring streak in Plzeň? Chapter 2. Prediction for Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers. Given the home side's lack of attacking prowess displayed at Ibrox, it's hard to envision them pulling off a comeback. We predict Rangers will secure their place in the playoffs, with a final score of Viktoria Plzeň 1-1. FAQs. Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers. How can I watch the Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers Champions League match on TV? The match will be broadcast on the following channels: UK, Solid Sport PPV, USA, Rangers TV. How can I stream the Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers Champions League match? The game will be available for live streaming on UK, Solid Sport PPV, USA, Rangers TV, Canada, Rangers TV. What is the date and kickoff time for Viktoria Plzeň versus Rangers in the Champions League? The match is scheduled for Tuesday, August 12, 2025, with kickoff at 1800 BST, 1300 EDT, and 1000 PDT. As we look forward to this exciting encounter, what are your thoughts? Do you believe Rangers can maintain their momentum? Or could Viktoria Plzeň surprise everyone? Share your opinions in the comments.